Hello, my dear students. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I know you are doing well. This is Khandokar Shamima, wholeheartedly welcome you to online English class. Dear learners, we are passing a very crucial time, but our college has arranged these online classes and videos so that you can enjoy your educational life at home. Dear learners, today we are going to read English first paper. We will read Unit 11, Lesson 4. This unit is about tours and travels. I know you have already gathered much information about other tours of this unit. The title of this lesson is Wonders of Vilayet, means Wonderful Tales of England. I hope this word Vilayet is known to you. This word is a Persian word. In Bangla, we call it Vilayet. This book is written by Mirza Sheikh Ehtishamuddin. This lesson is the extract of original book named Sheguf Vilayet. Sheikh Ehtishamuddin, the author of this travelogue, was a Bengali secretary who visited England, and he was employed by East India Company on a mission to travel England in 1675. He stayed there for 3 years and recorded his experiences in Persian language, the official language of India during the Mughal reign. The book Sheguf Vilayet was translated into Bangla by late Professor A.B.M. Habibullah and Dr. Kaisar Haq, Professor of English at Dhaka University and a poet, translated the book into English. So, the book is an extract and entertaining and cultural valuable document of the journeys of Mirza Sheikh Ehtishamuddin. Now, let's watch a video.
Historic castle, royal palace, family home. Windsor Castle, the longest continually inhabited castle in the world, official residence of Her Majesty the Queen, and destination of 1 million visitors each year.
Down this hill and it'll be on your right hand side, sir.
Just 23 miles west of London, the castle sits on its striking hilltop site, a potent symbol of the British monarchy. Built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century, Windsor has since been home to 39 monarchs. Each shaped the building to their own tastes and needs, and their legacy can be seen throughout the castle. Perhaps most notable was George IV, who in the 1820s gave Windsor its famous skyline, almost doubling the height of the castle's iconic round tower. And as kings and queens had done before him, George IV created magnificent new rooms, but his remain the most dazzling of all. In 1848, Queen Victoria opened the state apartments to the public. They are Windsor's most impressive rooms. Furnishing these splendid interiors are some of the greatest treasures from the royal collection, assembled by kings and queens over the last 500 years. From old master paintings to tapestries, porcelain, furniture, even a royal doll's house, and armour. As you can guess by the size of it, this suit belonged to the larger-than-life King Henry VIII. Windsor Castle is home to the Order of the Garter, Britain's oldest order of chivalry, and its annual ceremony is held at St George's Chapel. The Garter Star and the Order's motto can be seen all around the castle. Here in St George's Hall, the shields and armour of over 1,000 Garter Knights decorate the walls and ceiling. In 1992, a devastating fire swept through the building. It took 15 hours and 200 firefighters to bring the blaze under control, but some of Windsor's rooms were reduced to burnt-out shells. 5 years later, a multi-million-pound and award-winning restoration project returned the castle to its former splendour and even added completely new interiors. Today, Windsor is one of the world's few remaining working royal palaces and the setting for grand ceremonial and state occasions. A national monument, Windsor Castle tells the story of 1,000 years of British royal history like nowhere else and is enjoyed by visitors from all over the world.
Dear learners, I have divided the lesson in two segments. Today I'll discuss with you the first segment and I'll discuss the second segment with you in the next videos. Before going through the lesson, I like to share some of the important vocabularies with you for your better understanding. Vocabulary: exterior, outer surface of something. Magnificent, extremely beautiful. Merchant, trader. Mansion, a large house or building. Harem, the separate part of Muslim household reserved for wives or female servants. Verdigris, a blue-green patina or rust that forms on copper containing metals. Traveler, a description of someone's travel. Saunter, to walk aimlessly. Amorous, having propensity to love. Blandishment, the act of flattery. Coquetry, flirtatious behavior. Enchanting, impressive to look at. Lissom, quick and graceful in movement. Houris, beautiful. Houris means normally heavenly houris. Well, in this part, we'll get an enchanting pictures of the park, gardens, flowers and fruit trees and houses in London, including King's and Queen's Palace. Now, let's read the text. The wonders of Vilayet. That means the wonderful tales of England. Unit 11, Lesson 4. The exterior of the King's Palace is neither magnificent nor beautiful. That means the outer side of the King's Palace is not noticeable or gorgeous. The outer walls are not even plastered. It could easily be passed off as the multi-storied residence of a merchant of Benares. Benares is a large city of Uttar Pradesh in India. Writer here compares the King's Palace with a house of a multi-storied house of a merchant of Benares. All the mansions in the city are of this sort. So all the large buildings in the city are same types. But the Queen's Palace is very handsome. That means the Queen's Palace is very beautiful. I was told, however, that the interior of the King's Palace is very elegant and that the suites of rooms and the chambers of the harem are painted and attractive verdigris. Suites a group of connected rooms separable from other rooms. Harem usually used for private part of Arab countries' household. Verdigris painted with attractive blue color. Here, the author was told that the interior of King's Palace was very elegant and decorated with attractive blue color. The King's Garden, which is outside the city, is very old. It has pleasant walks, walks means path, lawns, and neatly arranged beds of various shapes. Here the writer mentioned 4 geometrical shapes with boundary, and these are triangles, 3 sides and angles, squares, 4 sides and angles, hexagons, 6 sides and angles, and octagons, 8 sides and angles. These are planted with varieties of flowers, green plants, and fruit trees such as apple, gooseberry, peach, pear, filbert, etc. So, we see in these different types of beds, the gardener grows local fruits. The garden also uses a special method to grow Indian fruits like the muskmelon, watermelon, cucumber, orange, and pomegranate. And Indian flowers like the rose, henna, marigold, tuberose, and the coxcomb flower. The cold weather in Europe doesn't allow one to grow Indian fruits and flowers in the open. Here we see the gardener not only grows local England's fruits and flower, they also interested to grow Indian fruits and flower. We also see different weather between Europe and India. The weather of England is very cold and Indian weather is very hot. A special kind of house is constructed for the purpose, 3 sides of which faces south, is made of glass plates that keep out the cold air but let in the sun rays. In the cold season, stoves are lit in the house for heat, and fruit and flower seeds are sown in troughs filled with mold. So, special types of south-facing houses are made to keep away cold air and allows the sun rays to enter in. In cold season, they also lit stoves to maintain the interior warm. They maintained this unique system to grow Indian fruits and flower in 1765. In these delightful surroundings, a heavy heart is automatically lightened. The author says that in these delightful surroundings, a sad mood is automatically become cool. Sauntering courtesans with lissom figures. Sauntering courtesans means royal entertaining women with lissom figure, slim, graceful figure, and amorous maiden, loving maiden with the faces of houris. Houris are the heavenly women. so spread a heavenly aura. They are spreading a heavenly feelings, and the visitor soul becomes a flowering garden. These fairy-faced ravishers of the heart move with 1,000 blandishment and coquetries. Here we see the author becomes quite poetic. He is highly charmed with the beauty of the park and the women. He gives an exaggerated description of the place and the women, that is, sauntering courtesan, amorous maiden, fairy-faced ravishers, and the houris of heaven with their endless beauty and allurement. The earth is transformed into paradise, and heaven itself hangs down its head in shame at seeing such beauty. So, to the author, this mundane world become a paradise, and he compares this place with heaven, and he thought that this park with these beautiful ladies had become more beautiful than the heaven itself, and heaven would bow down its head if it saw such beauty. As soon as I saw this place, I involuntarily exclaimed, if there is a heaven on the face of earth, it is this, it is this, it is this. Here the author also so captivated that he felt that he was in heaven and watching heavenly houris and also getting heavenly peace and delight. Now I will share you the main points of this lesson. Number 1. Enchanting pictures of kings and queens' palace. Number 2. Different weather pattern between England and India. Number 3. Demand of Indian fruits and flowers in England. Number 4. Techniques they use to grow Indian fruits and flowers. Number 5. Beautiful description of the parks and its surroundings. I hope you have enjoyed the wonderful tales of England. See you in the next videos. Keep well and stay safe. Thanks for watching.